All right. Peace. We back for another episode. I think this episode 127. I try not to keep up with all them numbers that drive me crazy. But salute for everybody that came back. I appreciate y'all. And keep supporting. The 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 better I get, the better this channel get. The more people I get, the better this channel get. My thing is, everybody think this is a complaining channel. It's not a complaining channel. It's an idea channel. All of us should give ideas. How can Undisputed be better? How can a boxing game in general be better? Yes, we talk about Undisputed a lot because Undisputed is the boxing game. If I talk about Fight Night Champion, y'all really gonna get upset. I always throw Fight Night Champion in there, but I don't dwell on it. I'm dwelling on what's now. But my thing, this channel is about other companies that watch this, and salute to all y'all companies that watch my videos. And can y'all do could y'all come and give an interview? I can even find a way to blur out your face and change your voice. Could y'all do an interview? Yeah, I need the industry, people in the industry, just come and say something. Just pop on the show. Like, we're not asking no questions. Even if y'all want to advertise your game or something, just pop on the show. It'll make other developers feel comfortable. Because a lot of them feel like he's just somebody that's making videos and stuff. He don't matter and stuff. I'm not trying. My thing is I want the community to have a voice. This is our show, not Poe's show. It's our show. Even though it say Poe and the community, it's the community first. All right, let me go and see. Did my YouTube boot up? Yeah, it's booting up now. Yeah, give me a second. I want to get some people in here from X. You know, it's the funniest thing. People always love, it's like the first version of something for some people is the best version. Like a lot of people, they don't like the X name. X. Cross out. That's a lot of people, they make up everything that goes with, why would he name it X? X out is, it's like a mistake or something like that. I think he should have still stuck with Twitter because it always was a brand. It was a name already. People understood. Now he trying to go back to the Twitter name. And whoever, I guess somebody snatched up the pattern. Yeah. My computer trying to act up because I went to X, and I'm talking about X. It's always something with this doggone. It's me actually, because I always be downloading or trying to hold on to information. I'm not a what you would say a hoarder in real life, but I'm a hoarder on the digital world. Used to do it all the time. I'm the Joker that back in the days when I played certain games like Fallout and did Fallout did you walk slow? No, I think Borderlands. I used to grab everything. Found a reason just to grab everything. I'm searching and looting and looking in different areas and stuff like that. And I said, Dad, my son used to be like, why do you always, you know, keep grabbing everything? I said, it's always that's how I think in real life. But I'm not a hoarder. I don't around, around me, I don't hoard stuff. Now it's like I really froze. Dad, come on now. Come on, computer with your funny book. Yeah, man. Every time. Every time I say I'm gonna do a good cleaning on my computer, I don't, or I end up adding more stuff on top of what I got already. I'm actually doing what Still City did with Undisputed. They be putting stuff on top of stuff. Yeah, I want them people that I want to talk to those people that keep saying, well, you can't add this in a video game. If they can add it, they would have added.
Hold on. Hold on. There we go. Can you hear me? I was about to wait. Hold on. Let me check my thing. There we go. Hello? Mike, you wave at me if you can hear me. Okay, you can hear me. I can't hear you right now. Let me wait. Hold on. Let me check to see if it's just my computer. One sec. One sec. No, it's you. So yeah. So you give me mod already, right? See what you already gave me mod. So come in and out. So that we will save the podcast and see if that might fix the problem.
All right.
I know. I can hear you. I can hear you now.
Yeah, because they doing, I don't know if they doing some extra stuff, but I think my computer trying to act up because it like tries to force you to re-update, to update the computer. But it should have gave me a warning. I could have did it earlier.
The computer or what is that? Windows or Chrome?
Is I think for Windows, it said your device needs to restart to install updates. Select a time to restart.
What are the options to give you?
It said your computer needs to restart for updates. It said pick a time to restart.
That's the only options to give you.
Yeah.
Pick a time and make it late, so that way you can get rid of it at least.
Yeah,
Like make it like 2 in the morning, 4 in the morning, whatever, and get rid of it.
Yeah, that makes sense. Now it
And
won't
then
let me click on it. I'm trying not to do too much to this computer because this computer is acting up. But I think that's what's messing it up though, because they're trying to update my computer, and I'm trying to do the show. I'm like, yeah, you picked the right time to try to update. I think we're good.
It's
If
funny you
not, just
mentioned that.
do.
I was having that same problem for a while with this Windows, and eventually I went on the internet. I found a tutorial how to stop Windows from doing that auto update because it fucks up my computer all the time. Like there's things I have on my computer, so I don't want it to update all the time. You know what I mean? So I
Yeah.
finally figured out how to. I had to, but it's kind of technical. But I had to go in and I had to change some something. And that way, it doesn't force the update on me anymore. I get more control.
Okay. That's what I thought I had. But it's like it's trying to.
If you just have Windows Home Edition, like the regular one, if it's not the Windows Professional, you have no control unless you do that thing, unless you do the thing I was talking about.
Yeah.
But well, I'm here now. I'm gonna mostly listen in the background because I'm taking off. I'm taking off by around 9ish anyways. So I was just gonna I
Okay.
just wanted to make sure that your broadcast didn't get knocked off, kind of thing. Otherwise, you'll have to start episode 127.1 and point two.
Yeah. Yeah. I wonder. We was talking in the Discord today. About that. We was talking about a lot of things, but
Which Discord? Undisputed?
yeah, undisputed. A lot of people they're saying they don't think there's gonna be another. They still don't think it's gonna be another undisputed. To me they're delusional.
No, there is. Well, the reason why there's going to be on is well, you saw it for yourself. You're the one who you told me I ain't gonna look it up. They have all the job postings there. They're hiring
Yeah,
specifically for Unreal Engine personnel. The only thing that's funny is that the postings are still there. You'd figure that they would like if you have a 2-year time frame, right? And we're in 2026. Let's just say
yeah.
their schedule starts every year in October. This is based on that release date of October 2024. So then 2025, by October 2026, they have to be in full effect now trying to program this game because it'll be a 2-year window, right?
Uh,
And then have it ready for October 2028, I would say. But the postings are there. They're posting there, so they have to hire. Now the thing is, if they don't hire and they're just doing it, then that means well, then the other thing is that they made their money and they're running because they don't want to deal with the pressure of trying to live up to expectations.
yeah, because Jay was saying he said he got some news about them but sometimes Jay be playing too much. And I know he does that on purpose, so it's good. It's good. You get good people responses. I mean, you get a lot of people like, "Hey, what is he talking about? Is it true or is it false?" But yeah, he's saying they got something. They working on something that everybody gonna be excited. But I'm like,
The work that's going to be excited. Well, it had to be some kind of Undisputed 2 update because no one's going to be excited about DLC anymore.
no, not at all.
I don't think anyone will be excited. Like,
yeah, let me see something. Yeah, that. Let me see. So I want to read it, but he got a private chat, so I don't really want to like read it verbatim. I mean, like word for word. You know what he didn't really want to be out in the public.
yeah. Well, if it's a private conversation, leave it alone. Then. If it's a private conversation,
I'll let you know what it is behind the scenes.
Yeah.
But I was like, what's up, Norton? Solo, Norton Block Solo.
Yesterday I totally forgot. I saw Don D. Then I finally kicked him in the head. Then I realized who Don D was, man. He does he likes to do the esports announcing and stuff, man. I've seen his stuff before. It's good.
Yeah.
Remember we were talking about about who could have did a better job between him and I guess him and Jay Shep or what's his name Todd Grisham.
Yeah.
But Todd Grisham, he comes off more like he's like a hype man.
Yeah.
He's a hype. That's a skill. He's a hype man. That's a skill itself. He's a hype man, but it's not the same thing as being like an announce like doing play by play. Maybe color commentary, but
Yeah, but then that he's not. He's worthless. I hate to say that, but he's worthless. He's
Well,
like
he came from the
he's good
WWF,
for the
right?
casual fans. He's good for the casual fan.
Oh, for sure. He's entertaining, but
Yeah,
he came from he used to be a WF, right?
yeah, WWE.
Right. So if I think back, he would have been young when he was working for them. With WWE, he was never an announcer. He was more like a on the spot reporter in their
Yeah,
universe. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
that which is hype man stuff.
yeah. Because when I be
On
hearing this joke get talk,
Yeah, like that, or like basically in their universe, like how they have the guy comes and he starts interviewing the wrestler like within their while they're all in character kind of stuff.
um, yeah. Because they even showed a video of I think it was Shawn Michaels hit him with the sweet music kick to the jaw, and he said how he had to he knew how to kick him good enough just to graze his face. He was talking
What
about that.
he didn't try to catch the he didn't well he didn't try to catch the kick.
No, he said he said that he just kicked him and it like grazed his
Yeah,
face
yeah. Well, they
just
set him up.
enough for not to, yeah, enough so it don't hurt him.
No, well, they set him up, man. If you I figure if anyone schooled them, you have to put your hand up. Like you have to kind of it's a illusion, really. But
Yeah,
but your hand has to catch that to catch some of the impact, man.
yeah. I won't trust nobody, especially close as he was to aggression. He likes it like grazed his face. What's up, E boxing champions? Salute for coming through. Salute Norton. Norton, why you got the laughing icons? Yeah, one of us was trying to I was trying to hit you up to talk
I
about
was
something.
I was looking at e-boxing champions. I was watching this video on the I guess it was the leaked footage of blood of the update for Bloody Knuckles the other day.
Uh, what you think about it?
Well, I wrote a comment. I wrote a comment in the video, and my comment was basically I want to see the next the evolution of this game. Like it has the right gameplay director. It has the right mindset for what a boxing game should be. Like all little different elements. But the only thing is, it's time for it to beef up the character models. It's time to beef it up. It's time to start adding more animation to the punches because like the punches are like it's like almost like a two snap animation. There's no fluidity, fluidity to the punches yet. Especially and the game's been out for at least a year or two now. So I want to see what that next big update is going to be, like a major update, because that's if it doesn't get to that stage, it can't overtake Undisputed. It
Yeah,
has to. It has.
I don't think he's gonna be able to overtake Undisputed. For one, he's one man, and he only gonna be able to do so much and with graphics because he's not a graphic person. He's not. That's not his wheelhouse.
Mm,
That's not what he's has the skill in. So he has to find a way to hire someone to do the graphics for him.
right, right.
It looked like the
But that
graphics like they like if you look at from when he first started to now, they look better.
I think it's the same.
You think they're the same graphics?
Well, it's the same graphics. It's just what we're seeing less and less of now is we're seeing it's less jittery. Like it's less what's the word? Janky.
Oh, you talking
It
about
is
that?
getting smoother.
You talking about the character models, or you talking about the animations?
The animation, like the gameplay itself,
Yeah, yeah, the
which is the
animation.
animation, right? So it's getting less janky. But the other thing too was what was the second thing? The foot movement. So I don't know, like in the early stage of that game, the foot movement looked like they looked like scissors, like the legs were scissoring as they move. You're seeing less of that scissoring now. Like when I say like literally, you know when you know how scissors. Think of the scissors as two legs, and the scissors opening up. It's opening, closing, opening, closing. That's how the
Yeah,
guys were. That's how the guys are walking, and Bloody Knuckles right now. Less
Okay.
prior to the recent update, it's kind of getting better now, but it has that scissor walking effect, which is it's almost like if you can't update, if you can't get to the next level of that, then the camera cannot show the legs, man. It might as well just show the everything from the knee up, so you don't see that scissor, you don't see the legs scissoring as they're
Oh,
walking.
okay. I'm gonna shout what's called man pop in here. 365 then pop in here. Made 365 then pop in here and defend it.
Well, I know I already said I'm being two-faced, but I said that game is everything else. It has the right theme for boxing. It's like that game is all it's missing is what I said. Everything else that game is
Yeah,
on the right track. Just like Truthbound,
yeah.
that game is on the right track.
It's just that a lot of these guys should be teaming up together just to make one cohesive game.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm like, Dad, on. See, my thing is, oh, you making a boxing game? You making a boxing game? All right. Well, y'all should join together. But everybody want to make their own thing. It's like you can have more if y'all join together than y'all being far apart because it makes a better game because y'all both bring something to the table.
I
Imagine
think
if
about it.
Lexi Shorty teams up with the what's that the game doesn't have a name and everybody like that game. They
Overhand.
do your overhand boxing, overhand interactive. Now imagine if Love C Shorty worked with them. They would make a great game.
Well, one thing,
Visually.
one thing to think about is if you think about yesterday Leafy. One of the Leafy's concerns is when you work with all these different people, you don't want people to steal your intellectual content and all that kind of stuff, right? So
Yeah.
that's one of the things that you have all these people, but the thing is, can you trust all? Can where? How do you develop trust amongst all these people to create a team?
E-boxing champion said, I don't see how they can join forces like that though. The games are too much different that these solo developers are creating. Yeah, they got to find a way. Like with Love C Shorty, his game has an identity, but it really doesn't have an identity. So with if he was to work with the developers and stuff that we talked about, I think they can make a great game. Just that some of them have to like, hey, we're a team. Not like I'm the boss. Everybody want to be the boss. No, you're all a team. Y'all making a project.
But what they need in the kitchen is they need that graphics person or the somebody who does like animation modeling and stuff to take it
Yeah,
to that next level.
yeah,
It's
one.
like it's exactly what you say. If they could team up with Overhead Interactive and then try to bring in all the idea, but I don't know. It'll be hard.
Why you think it'll
Almost
be hard?
too much cooks in the kitchen.
Uh, see, that's basically what boxing champions is
Yeah,
basically trying to say.
yeah.
Yeah, everybody wanted to be their project. No, it's okay to have everybody. You gotta almost be like Wu-Tang Clan.
Yeah.
Y'all all
Well,
gotta come together with y'all skills. Y'all both got skills, and y'all just make a great cohesive project.
I think the I feel like if we were to use it, which game to use as a core, I would go with Overhand Interactive as the core, because they got the animation graphics down, and then they have to work with a good a gameplay director and guys who know how to design the other aspects of the game, kind of thing, right?
Yeah,
But I think they're the closest because although we said okay, it's not about graphics. I think at this point in the year 2026, there's going to be a certain element of not graphics but smooth gameplay, fluidity. That fluidity when you're playing it, to feel that kind of simulation aspect of it.
yeah. Esports boxing champion said it will take each of them having different specialties a head dev. a head art guy, a head design guy. They're all
Yeah.
head devs. Yeah, that's just the thing. But I seen people from big companies that got fired or they left the studio, and they all like had high positions and they knew how to hey, we're all the same. We're all on the same time frame. We're trying to make a product. That's it. And then you gotta put your pride and stuff to the side. If somebody's good at something better than you, make them the head of it. Might look good on paper, head of graphics, head of design, head of this. Just let certain people that cause put it this way, if you was the boss of a company, you would have heads, or head of this, head of that, head of this, different people, different titles. Yeah, so they I really think they're kind of stagnant. Their games are very stagnant because they really don't have the help, and some of the things they probably really don't have the know-how. So their thing is, hey, let's come together. That's how I do things. I always try to find a talent in somebody, and then I try to join forces with them. Shout out to Don D, 205. Salute. And let me see. Shout out to Leafy. And shout out to the chat, to the people that come every day. What's up, Lamont Davis? You ain't here today? Or are you listening in the background? Let me see. E-Boxing Champion say, yeah, I agree. It's important to delegate when you're the leader of a team. These guys aren't a team though. They're all separate. Yeah, that's why they gotta
You gotta get the head. You got to get the head of Voltron, man, and then build
yeah.
from there.
Because everybody used to meet. Because me, I used to try to when I was helping EA, and I used to do my little behind the scene projects. I used to grab, like when I was doing my wish list. So I grab everybody that say, hey, you like online. Hey, you like control configuration. Hey, you like this. We all joined together and we start writing stuff. So that's all they was focused on. Hey, the creation mode, this and that. So we all came together. But that my thing was I never say, hey, I'm the leader, I'm putting y'all together. No, everybody always appointed me. A good team will appoint a leader because they know who makes a great leader. From the way that I see the way overhand boxing works, they're too silent. So to me they don't really have that leadership quality. And Love C Shorty is outspoken, so you probably want him to be the head over a lot of them. Even
I,
though what'd you say?
I, every time I see when I think about what he's done to me, he would be. I always say he would be a really good gameplay director, man.
Yeah, because he talks, he breaks down things and stuff like that. These other
And
guys, they're very silent.
not even talk. It's what he's putting out there, man. Like
Yeah,
it's the technical boxing in his game that Undisputed doesn't even have. Like it's just it's just it needs to get to that next iteration, man.
yeah, that's true. E-boxing champion said, if I was on a team like that, I feel like I'll do well with controlled design. I'm not that good with art or anything like that, but I can figure out intuitive ways to use controllers. See, yeah. See, I had guys when I was doing the whistles, that's what they knew what to do. Now that we're in the new age of era, I could figure these things out by myself. But that's what we had guys back in the days doing. And they was looking at it. There might actually be some stuff in Fight Night Champion from our wish list, but in Fight Night round 4 too. But Just not enough for me to be excited about.
Hey, Poe, do you feel comfortable while talking about Trump and ICE?
Yeah, I don't want to talk politics on this show.
No? All right.
That could go crazy.
Well,
Yeah.
I'll say one thing, man. I saw on the news, I saw USA Today reported that Trump is talking about bringing the Insurrection Act. If he
Yeah,
does that,
it's a
it's gonna
distraction.
it's a well, yeah, it's a distraction from I guess Epstein, but at the same time, if he brings that in, you're pushing United States of America you're pushing them towards a civil war,
Yeah,
just based on how the people are going on in Minnesota, and the government's saying it's not happening. But I just saw yesterday another guy got shot in his face. People are getting shot in the face. It's like it's a pattern now
yeah, they want
by
this.
by men who are wearing masks on their face because they're scared to show their face to the public because they know
Yeah,
they're bounty hunters, man.
yeah,
But yeah, that's all I got found out.
yeah, yes. Let me see. Norton Blockman trying to get me to do a show with him. He trying to but I told him he could come on the show anytime he want to. You got the mic. You come on the show, we give you the mic. Whoever
Was it
want to come on
Norton
the
Block the
show.
other day he was going to do the live stream to talk about Minnesota? Was that Norton Block from the other day? Or that was somebody else?
Oh no, yeah, that's Norton Block.
That's Norton Block. Okay, yeah, he was doing that the
Yeah.
other day.
Because I said, yeah, you come on anytime, because some people be thinking, hey, I can't. No, you could be on his long. Hey, you could come every day if you want to. You come on the show every day if you want to. But our thing is, this is everybody's show. Y'all come on, whatever y'all want to say. Y'all can advertise your channel, talk about your channel or what you expect. But the main thing is, if y'all come on the show, you have to give feedback and ideas about a boxing game. And no, it's all right for us to not agree on everything. But the thing is, it shouldn't turn to a point of we arguing back and forth. Like you don't know what you're talking about, and different things like that. I was going through that in the Discord earlier. Person was telling me one thing, say, Poe, you don't play the game, so you can't really give feedback. I watch people play, so it's not the same. Why is it not the same? I'm looking at people play the game. Me holding the controller, what is going to do? If I played the game, they still would be saying the same thing because it's Poe giving feedback about something. And then I made a example. I said, my brother, I used to tell him because my brother he was one of my trainers, and he wasn't there at a fight with me. I mean, at a sparring match. And I said, yo, Shannon did this, Shannon did that, or Ray Mercer did this, or Ray Mercer did that. And he'd be like, all right, do this and do that. And I look good the next day. But he wasn't there with the experience. Everybody think you got to actually have the experience to give feedback. But that's not, you can see what's wrong with some. If a man walking on the street and he's limping, you know something's wrong with his leg. I never understood that. Man, Beast used to get into it about that sometimes. He's like, Beast, you saying that I got to play the game? It's like, Poe, you got to play the game. I'm like, no, why do I have to play the game to give feedback? You can see what the game is. Me holding the controller, feeling what's going on, it's not going to change nothing. I watch videos all the time. I talk about Fight Night Champion. To me, it's not a great game. To me, it's not. I would always be complaining all the time, and I don't want to do that. Yeah, I talk about it, but imagine how I'd be ranting if I was actually playing the game.
I play, but at the same time, I watch a lot of videos too because I'm always kind of watching to see how people fight.
Yeah.
I'm watching to see how to fight. I'm watching to see what looks like spam. I'm watching to see why this person. If somebody makes a complaint and they post a video saying it, I look at to see if their complaint's valid.
Yeah.
But I watch a lot of video too.
Yeah.
I watch a lot of videos because I'm always kind of looking to see what's wrong with this fucking game.
Yeah, because you can see the mechanics. It's visually, you can see the
Yeah.
mechanics. What's going on? Or you can hear the person complaining. You can hear if everybody and you watch it. Say I watch 20 videos a day, and you hearing everybody complain about the same exact thing, or they complain about something, but they don't really know what they're complaining about. And I say that's what it is. Like when people say when they complain about the blocking, they said they the blocking is too strong. The front blocking is too strong. I already knew what was the problem, and everybody confirmed what it was. So that proves my point. I said, oh, so the person is basically want a back and forth slug match. He don't want to work around the guard, hit him to the body and stuff like that. And somebody watched that guy that was complaining play the video game. I said, no, he's not playing that way. And I knew what I was talking about. So why do I have to play a game to understand what boxing is? Like when they be saying people run away from, they say, hey, people be running. And then I was like, didn't they used to say that about Sugar Ray Leonard? Didn't they used to say that about Ali and all these different people? So I'm like, what do you mean by running? What exactly do you mean by running? A lot of people, when they say running, when a person is not standing in front of them, when they're not going back and forth. Like if a person like hit you with 1, 2, or 3 punches and then move to the side. 1 or 2 or 3 punches, move to the side again.
Hey, you know what's
That's not
funny?
running.
Hey, you know what's funny? Floyd Mayweather. You hear so many people rave about, oh, Floyd Mayweather's he's the greatest. Everyone talks about Floyd Mayweather. Well, I want him in the game. I want him in the game, kind of thing, right? But I
Yeah,
can make you a bet, and part of the reason too, he's 50-0, right? So everybody sees that, right? I
yeah,
can make you bet all them people talking about Mayweather, they want this and that. I'm 100%. They had this. If they sit there and watch the fight, they would say he's a runner.
yeah. They
They
used
would
to
say
say
he's
Floyd was
boring
running.
because he's a technical boxer, man. He's a counter puncher.
Exactly,
And the
exactly. And
thing
that,
is, these same people, they won't want to watch Mayweather because they don't like boxing.
yeah, that right there shows you. I used to see the older generation of trainers and stuff, or older boxers say Mayweather is a genius. He's beautiful with his defense and the way that he boxes. But everybody think box they make up their own way what boxing is or what it should be. No, boxing has a lot of things about it. Let me see. Boxing champion say, yeah, that's a really good point, AJ Pax. A lot of people that play boxing games don't know about boxing.
And you know what? Guess what? Too, if we were to get Floyd Mayweather undisputed, no one's gonna be fighting like Floyd Mayweather. No one's gonna be fighting like that.
Nope.
Everyone's gonna take Floyd Mayweather and throw a power uppercut, a power body uppercut. Everyone's gonna come up to you and try to chip you with an uppercut to your belly
Yeah,
all the time. That's all you're gonna see. Because
yeah.
because the game can't play properly.
Let them play Southpaw and stuff like that.
Yeah, okay. They won't
That's
even
the
play. They just want the likeness of him in the game. Really.
yeah, exactly. So they can say, hey, I beat Floyd. So they could like make them videos. Hey, we beat Floyd. Look how we knocked him out in the game and stuff. Stuff like that, trolling and stuff.
But you know what? Uh, Going back to what I was saying, so yeah, people want Mayweather, but they won't. But they don't want to watch him. Those same people, they would turn around and say Manny Pacquiao is the real deal.
Yeah,
Right, Manny Pacquiao is the real deal, but it's just his fighting style will cater to the casual because he's coming at you and all of this is knockouts from that guy.
exactly. He's
Constant.
aggressive no matter what.
Yeah, he's aggressive, and then also too, like if I'm watching if I'm watching a fight and I'm trying to score it, I'll mute it.
Yeah,
I'll mute because I don't want to be influenced by what the announcers say. Because half the time the announcers are just they're actually trying to they're in promotion mode, right? They're trying
yeah,
to big up the guy they want for the next telecast. You can't trust what they're saying, right? But with that being said, if you have the volume and you watch Pacquiao fight, everything Pacquiao does he gets a chair every time, big pop every time. Everything he does is a pop. from the
Yep.
crowd. It makes so when you hear that, you think this guy's running you over all the time. Even in his old age, the other day when he fought, everything he does, he gets a pop. I've never seen anybody who bought. I've never seen a guy get so many pops from the crowd for anything he does.
Yep. 100%. That's their hero, Pacquiao.
But he's in it. But he's fun to watch, man.
Yeah. Yep, he is. But I knew that was gonna be a messy. That would have been a messy. Even because BB said, well, if Mac Pacquiao was young, Marquez showed that Pacquiao wouldn't have beat Floyd because Pacquiao is too aggressive. Floyd is a counterpuncher.
Yep.
Aggression and counterpunching do not mix. Aggression and counterpunching does not mix. You will. What's up, White Iverson? 870. Yeah. Someone being aggressive, you leading right into what a counterpuncher wants you to do. So Pacquiao, he was great for Marquez. It's just that at first, Pacquiao was messing up Marquez's rhythm. He thought he was, and Marquez said, hey, we don't have too many fights for me to keep falling for that. And that's how he caught him with that.
A White Iverson 870. Who would you consider to be a White Iverson in today's NBA? Well, who is White Iverson right now? I've never seen that. Usually, you never really see too many user tag. I never noticed too many user tag with White Iverson. But who would be White Iverson?
Wow. There's a couple of good basketball players, Caucasian basketball. I forgot the name. They like really doing good, but I haven't been watching basketball lately. Let me see.
I can't think of anybody who's like an Iverson kind of player.
Yeah.
Or White Iverson.
He said probably Cougar Flag.
Cooper Flag? Okay.
See, I haven't been watching basketball, so I don't know. What's said that version of Marquez was an off cycle.
The one that knocked out Pacquiao?
Yeah, he talking about Pacquiao was off the cycle for that fight.
Possibly, but definitely Marquez was on the cycle for sure.
You think Marquez was on some steroids?
That was the biggest you ever seen Marquez in his whole career. That was the bulkiest I ever saw him. His muscles were bleeding, man. I've never seen him so big in his whole career. And he never and after that fight, he was never big like that again. He was super big, man. Muscles, man. He got big, man. And so the joke was too leading into that fight. I remember there used to be the thing where Marquez used to say he used to drink his piss. That was something within, I guess, they used to drink their piss and all kind. He said, no, I ain't drinking my piss anymore.
Yeah. What's said Luca too. Yeah, I know Luca. Yeah, Luca.
Not Luca. No, not Luca, man. No way.
Why you want to say that? Obviously the movements you're talking about, right?
Yeah, like Luca's not that kind. Luca is a freaking he's just an outside threat, man. He's really an outside threat.
Yeah.
And he has a pretty good passing game too, but no way, he doesn't play like Iverson at all, man. Luka does not have the skill set to drive to the hoop and beat you, like Iverson did, man.
Yeah.
Luka does not have the dribble skills as Iverson either, man. No way, not Luka. Luka is his own player. I'll say that. Luka's a star in his own right, man. He has his own identity, but he's not Iverson. No way. No way.
Let's see. Salute Boxing Lounge.
Yeah, Boxing Lounge. Yeah, I remember that. You saw the acne, man. You saw the acne, yep. But all is fair,
Pacquiao
man. Pacquiao
just got back what he always put out.
Yep. That's exactly what it is. Pacquiao was a juicer too, so.
Because it was nowhere in the world that Pacquiao was supposed to knock out certain people. Pacquiao known for overwhelming people. Salute to everybody that came in. Hit that like button, please. Yeah, it's let me see. Yeah, but Pacquiao, people, that's the thing. Like certain boxers, they say Pacquiao would have beat him. Pacquiao would beat him. It's hard for me. Now I'm going about me and my experience in boxing. I know a lot of y'all get tired. Paul always bringing up that he boxed. No, because with me I'm giving context because a lot of people just say that they know boxing, but they don't have nothing to back it up. And everybody doesn't think the same way that actually box. That's trainers. Every trainer don't train the same way. But my thing is, I think in any, even if Floyd was Pacquiao weight when he was young, I mean, when he was like really doing damage to everybody, Floyd would have still beat him because he was what will equalize anything that Pacquiao does. Don't let Pacquiao have fought. I mean, Pretty Boy Floyd. Floyd would have knocked him out. And a lot of people say, "Oh no, Poe, you're being biased and stuff." I'm not being biased. Floyd is a great when it comes to counter punches. I think he's like 1 or 2 when it comes to counter punching. And Pacquiao is too aggressive. He's so aggressive. It's to a fault. If I was a trainer, and I was like, used to always be saying, I was like, yo, why doesn't anybody train somebody when they fighting Pacquiao to counter punch him? I think Pacquiao fought, I say about 4 or 5 counter punches, but they weren't real aggressive counter punches. PLO 617 said Floyd would have absolutely knocked him out. He would have knocked him. Floyd, what's called him, Pretty Boy Floyd, he would have knocked Pacquiao out early. Pacquiao aggression would have did him in. Anybody that's aggressive gonna get done a counter puncher. If you look it up, if y'all don't want to take my word, if you look it up or ask somebody, aggressive fighters and counter punchers, because a counter puncher wants you to be aggressive. So I used to do the Philly shell when I used to box. I was a heavyweight and stuff, and I used to get mad because we're heavyweights. Why are you not being aggressive? Jokers wouldn't come in there. They wouldn't. So I had to. A lot of times I had to be the aggressor. Yeah, Pacquiao style is a counter puncher's dream. It is 100%. 100% is a counter puncher's dream. But it seems like a lot of people get caught up or his weight or something. Pacquiao is made for counter punch. If people see his real first loss, because Pacquiao lost early in his career, and that's exactly how he got beat. It was a counter puncher. Who beat I know let me see, Chavez. Julio Cesar Chavez. How did he lose his first fight to a counter puncher? His name was Randall, I forget his last name, but he's a counter puncher. He's called a surgeon. The guy that beat him. Salute Lamont Davis. You like candy, man. I was talking about you about 15 or 20 minutes ago. I said, damn, Lamont Davis ain't pop up in here. Pop in, pop out. That's good enough for me. Hit the like button, please. Like, subscribe. I'm almost got that 400. Yeah, Pac first loss was 17, but he still had that aggression.
I think Pacquiao too. He lost his first career fight. His very first career fight was a loss.
Oh, is his first boxing
Let me
match?
check. Yeah, I think his very first. Let me see. It was a loss. Let me see. Pacquiao.
I thought it was like second or third, but you probably right.
Let me see. This guy's a long career. Fuck.
Yeah, he got
Actually,
old school career.
no, I was wrong. It was his 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It was his 12th fight he lost.
Okay.
But for some reason, I don't know why, but I used to think that his very first career fight was a loss. I don't know why.
Yeah. Oh, you know who else got a loss that people don't know about? Rocky Marciano. He had a loss.
But they don't report it because they say he had a perfect record.
Yeah, he changed his name. I forgot what name he
Oh,
used to call himself.
I didn't know that.
When he first started boxing, Marciano has a loss. And then with Rocky Marciano, and a lot of people don't like to talk about it. Rocky Marciano's career was influenced by the mafia. That I know 100%. I've been to Rocky Marciano gym. It's in Jersey. No, it's in Bayonne. It's like you could drive. They probably take about a half an hour. I went over there and I think hold up. That's where I met the second guy that was supposed to be my manager. I met him there, Izzy Sterling. Yeah, that's where I met him at. He had a boxing brand. Let me see. Marquez knocked him out so bad he got to meet his ancestors briefly.
Yeah, man. And
Oh
after,
man,
and after he got knocked out too, you saw going forward in his career, he never fought like that again. He was more cautious after that.
yeah. I'm like, why didn't? Because I'd be like, hey, let me fight him
That
again. He'll fight anybody except him. He knew
that tamed him.
that counter puncher was going to beat him.
That tamed him, man. Look, he got
And
tamed.
y'all fought too much. That's what I be trying to tell people. That like kind of prove my point. Y'all, when y'all had that many fights, they had 3 fights. That was their 3rd fight.
That
Y'all
was
had
the
that,
that was the
which is it was the 4th.
that was the 4th fight. I've never even saw 4.
Oh, Dad, I thought it was the 3rd. But y'all fought too many times, so y'all know each other. And
The
it's
only
going.
thing Pacquiao didn't know was he didn't know Marquez on Marquez on the juice. That was the only thing he didn't know at that point.
Yeah. Because with Pacquiao, even if Marquez was beating him, all Pacquiao had to do is just get to the last round. They would have gave it to him. And that's sad to say.
You boxed me. You said you were never impressed with Marciano, but one thing about Marciano, when they fought, it was like a different era, man. Boxing just it just looked different too.
Yeah.
The way they
Because
moved.
the heavyweights weren't heavyweights what we see today. Like people say, Marciano would have knocked this. No, he wouldn't, because he's a cruiserweight.
Right.
Marciano was technically a cruiserweight or a light heavyweight. So these bigger heavyweights would have destroyed him. Tyson could have worked it because he was fighting big guys. A lot of people be acting like Tyson wasn't fighting big guys. Terrell Biggs, he was 6'3", 6'4". All these, he had fought a lot of people in their 6'4s, and they were big heavyweights. So when y'all say Tyson wouldn't have survived in his era, he would have. And do heavyweights nowadays throw body shots? They don't. Tyson threw body shots. He would have killed a lot of these heavyweights. Tyson would have made Tyson Fury quit on the stool. And I think, they'll be like, well, Tyson Fury got good footwork. No, he know how to move a little bit. He's not jogging around that ring like no Muhammad Ali or somebody that, move. He'd do it for a little bit just to look good. It's aesthetics. He makes it look like he got good footwork. Tyson Fury does not have good footwork. He just be boxing slow jokers that move slow. I even think that what's his name? Chris Berg would have gave Tyson Fury trouble. And to me, Chris Berg just beat you to death. He didn't have power. Let me see. Hold up. Yo, Poe, a little bit. Your current camera is you lagging a little bit. Your
Oh,
camera.
what's that?
Okay.
Yeah, I see what's happening. I don't know inside of the studio. You know when when the active speaker is talking, you'll see it fill the middle of the screen.
Yeah.
It's not doing that right now. Let me see what the YouTube looks like.
But Josh still gave me that's the
Yeah,
main
YouTube
thing.
is fine. YouTube is
Okay.
fine, I think. YouTube's
All right.
looking fine.
Yeah. Hopkins' first pro fight was a loss. Yeah, I remember that. I never was that impressed with Marciano after I looked into his record. That's what I be telling people. Who did Marciano fight? But they'd say that about everybody else. Who did they fight?
Hey, Pope. Wasn't when Ali won his first title, wasn't that fight rigged
When
by the
he,
Mafia too?
um, you
That
can't
was a
say
phantom
that.
punch. That was a phantom punch, man. When he caught, who did he beat first time? He beat what's his name? Let me see. I always remember that too. When you look at the video, the punch never connected.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
fought
That
oh god, he's in the game, man. What's his name, man? Not Joe Lewis.
you
Oh
talking about
god.
Sonny Liston?
Yes, Sonny Liston. That fight was rigged. If you go on, you can even go on YouTube before even AI came out. There's video footage, and you see that punch never landed, man. The
Yeah,
knockout punch never landed on Joe Lewis, unless it was a delayed reaction.
yeah.
Sonny Liston,
Sonny Liston, yeah.
and everybody suspect that fight was rigged by the mafia.
Yeah, but yeah, but this the thing though. I 100% think it was rigged, but his the career that he had, but after that, they didn't have anything, and I think that's one of the reasons why he really pushed to be in the Nation of Islam so they could protect him. So because the mafia was trying to probably trying no they were trying to control him. They had Don King. They had Don King 100%.
Well, Don King was a bookie. He was one of their bookies back in the day.
Yeah, I know somebody that they pressed charge. Well, I don't know him. One of the guys in the gym, their uncle, he's the one that ratted on Don King. And he showed up to one of my fights. He said, Don King ain't gonna be there, is he? I said, no, he don't be coming to no amateur fights. He said, okay. I
somebody
never
else.
would. What'd you say?
What's his name? Random Thoughts said you could. He said the punch did land. You could see it snap his neck. I mean, let me look it up quick. Let me look it up quick.
Because I know in a lot of fights, even me, I had a joke with a punch that I was like, I didn't think that should have knocked him out. It's like it's barely hit him. But you know, it could have been with me personally, it could have been my adrenaline. I cracked the joke. What fight was that? What fight was the state I think it was the state championships I fought. And I hit this guy and that joker dropped so I like boom. And I'm like, Dad, did I touch him or is he faking or what? But they're still trying to wake him up. Because sometimes your punches could be so fast, like if you I don't know. It's questionable. That's why I say it could have been rigged or whatever. But a lot of things, is questionable. Let me see. Boxing champion said, I never was that impressed with Marciano after I looked into his record. He fought a bunch of old guys. Jake Paul was trying the same script he was. And he was instead of saying Marciano, he's saying Floyd Mayweather or them guys. But nah, that's not true. Even Oscar De La Hoya, his first pro fight, he fought a champion. So what's called Jake Paul he was doing what Regal and Brothers and Barnaberry Circus did. Said a fool is born every day. Just do what will get that fool to believe anything you give him.
Hey, Random Thought. You know what? I looked at the video now. It hit him. It did hit him. I don't know why it is on YouTube. There's videos circulating saying they talk about the Phantom Punch, but
But
I
you
just looked at
that's
the
That's the it's a
he did catch
narrative.
him.
It's a
That's,
narrative.
yeah, it was a fake narrative. Then it can fool me because I
Yeah.
just went to look at it again. Yeah, he did catch him. You could even see his head vibrate when he got caught and it knocked him out. What I think people are confusing is as he was going down, Ali threw another punch, but that punch never landed. So I
Yeah.
think maybe that's what people are saying. Oh, well, that didn't land, therefore. But the punch before, it shook it. You could see the vibration on his head, man.
Yeah. I was going to debate you about it, but I was like, nah, I'm not going to.
No, I corrected myself.
I know, yeah, I'd let you do it because a lot of people that gets into an argument. That's like politics and religion. Certain stuff you just don't, touch because it'll make y'all become enemies for no reason.
Well, yo, this guy on YouTube, this guy named Birkin, 13 years ago, he posted this video, Muhammad Ali Phantom Punch in slow motion.
Yeah, that's narrative stuff. What E-Boxer Jam said, I agree the era was a lot different, but Marciano still fought old guys for most part. Era doesn't really affect that for me. I'm just not a Marciano fan. I'm not either. People used to be like, yo, Rocky Marciano, like real happy. And that it did nothing for me. Even when I went to his gym, everybody was excited to be in Rocky Marciano gym. Not me. I was just happy, just to be moving around to different gyms. To me, the excitement is being in different atmospheres, experience different things, different trainers. That's what I used to love. I used to love when trainers be talking, and my uncle used to say, stop listening to everybody, because everybody doesn't have what you're training. Your training is different from what they're teaching. So you're going to confuse yourself. And I used to see that all the time.
Yo, E-Boxing, you're right. What you just said, you hit a guy straight on the chin with a 20% force and it deactivated him. A perfect example of that too is that fight going back to Foreman versus Moore. A lot of people question how the hell did Foreman knock out Moore with the I guess the force of that shot. But that's the same thing you're saying basically.
Yeah, because you should never question Foreman if you know his career.
Yeah.
Foreman
Yo,
is
Poe.
an equalizer.
Yo,
Yeah.
Poe, I gotta run. I'll catch you later.
Okay.
All right.
Appreciate you, man.
You too, man.
Right.
Hey, I'm making sure I do this slow. The other day, I think somebody was on and they killed the whole. You know when you leave and you have mod, you have to make sure you choose the right. Otherwise, they'll kill the whole broadcast.
Yeah, he killed the whole. I was like, oh man, he killed the show. E-Boxing Champion said, "Oh, the punch did land. You can see his neck snap. That's what Random Thoughts. Salute, Random Thought. I ain't getting salute for coming through. Salute. Appreciate you popping in. Anybody that's here that's watching, because there's a lot of people shadow watching, hit the like button and subscribe. The show will only get better. Because me, I'm not a talker, but I'm doing a lot of talking. I don't talk a lot. I rather write or draw. Let me see. Boxing Champ said, you guys are giving me a great idea for a video. Random Thought probably didn't want to take another butt whooping. No, I think because even with in the second fight, let me see. Did they have the second? See, I'm forgetting right now, but they were saying something when Sonny Liston fought that somebody pinched him with something. Something happened that because he was like he wanted to make sure that he beat Muhammad Ali, and they're like, "Oh, you going off the script? All right, we got something for that." Efficiency. Let me see. E-Boxing Champion say efficiency. Sometimes you hit a guy right on the button. I hit a guy straight on the chin with 20% force and deactivated him. Kneed himself in the forehead. He fell so hard. E-Boxing Champion said, in my Eddie Murphy voice, Rocky Marciano, that's they won. That's all they want to talk about. Rocky Marciano, yup. I used to be like, yo, you serious? Especially in the hood, to me, that shouldn't be your hero. No disrespect to the people that like Rocky Marciano, but he's your hero. Even Rocky is your hero. I'm not a Rocky fan. I'm not even a movie Rocky fan. I think I like the first one, and I like the one where four when he fought the Russian. I watched them all, but I think I'm more of a fan of the first one and Rocky 4. And I watched Rocky 5, but I'm a fan of the 4 and the first one. But would I constantly talk about it? No. I won't even talk about it. Would he even have any chance against the top heavyweights? No way. Not at all. Not at all. Because it used to be an ongoing conversation that Rocky Marciano would beat Mike Tyson. Tyson would have killed Rocky Marciano. He would have killed him. He would have stopped him. Let me see somebody that Tyson fought. I think Spinks, Leon Spinks, no, Michael Spinks, he would have beat Marciano. Not knock him out, but he would have beat him. So when people be saying these different things, they got to put things in context and stop putting their feelings in everything. Let me see. Just like Tyson ain't want to take another butt whipping in his second fight with Holyfield. Yeah. I think Holyfield caught Tyson at the right time, too. I think an earlier earlier fight, if they would have fought earlier, I think Tyson had a better chance of beating Holyfield. Because Holyfield kind of play into what Tyson, but you know why people always say that? Because Holyfield is a casual fan dream. Holyfield is a casual fan dream. And that was one of my downfalls. Sometimes I let the crowd inspire my fighting style. For me to be my size, I knew how to box. But a lot of time I would try to slug with somebody or overpower them. I used to have the fans on their feet. I won fight of the night probably two times. No, actually one time. One time they said, yo, you won fight of the night. They was telling me I won fight of the night. But then it's another guy that's just popular. No matter what, he was going to get fight of the night. Because the way that I used to fight, I was like a fan favorite. Because I would go in there guns blazing. My thing is I'm trying to get you out of there one round. But I knew how to box. There's one guy I literally just boxed. And I stopped him in the second round. Is the state championships. And I stopped him. Boom, knocked him right out. Bro, Andre Ward at 168 will cook Rocky Marciano. Yeah, I'm not, because you set me up for people to come at me. Rocky 3 is my favorite. Bro, Andre, let me see. No, I think my favorite probably. Can y'all hear me now? Give me a second. Well, yeah, they're trying to force me. Nothing working now. Yeah, it's trying to force me to update my computer. That's why it's doing this. I think I might do about 15 more minutes and then I'm gonna upgrade my computer because they're like literally messing up my feed. They mess up. Yeah. So when I hear that boop sound, that's when I should know. I hear that noise, because I be thinking it's somebody. Yeah, I think it's somebody trying to come in to the to be on the show, but it's the computer doing that. Yeah, that's crazy. This computer trying to force me to upgrade right now in the middle of my show. I've been on my computer all day. The computer could be like, we gotta upgrade, but you're gonna wait when it's time for me to do the show. I should have did the show when I planned on doing it at 6 o'clock. But I think this is what's up, Dominique course or let me see. I'm gonna just say Dominique. He said, what do I think about the ESBC revival? I can't really say too much, because for one, I might not be able to play it, but from what they're doing, I'm hoping they do something to prove Steel City wrong for all the things they keep saying. We can't do this, we can't do that. I know what it is already. Y'all can do everything. Like when I be telling y'all, when I literally be saying it and people be trying to argue with me, and I say, come on, what you think can't be put in a video game, I say, write it in the chat, and I'll show you that it can be done in a video game. It's the development company. When something is not put in the game, that's a decision they made. Let me see what Dominique's saying. Yeah, I heard good things about it too. Actually, I talked to the guy that's one of the guys that's working on the coding. Yeah, but the thing that, and it is, it's going to get a lot of people pants in a bunch and stuff like that, but I don't like everybody player testing a sports game when they're not really sports fans of that genre of games, that kind of game. Everybody shouldn't have a say in development. Yeah, everybody want to, hey, let me play the game, because they just want content. That's their whole thing, content. Nah, let the game get made, and you don't got to be involved in any way, because you're not really a boxing fan. A lot of people pretending to be boxing fans. They're pretending. My thing, it's okay. You want to like boxing, but learn about boxing. Literally learn about it. Stop looking at boxing like it's a video game. That shouldn't be there. Are you in there taking no punches? Are you in there taking no punches? People, if you listen to some of these casual fans, that's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping to put pressure on Steel City. But if you listen to some of these fans, they would not make it in boxing. They literally be telling you what boxing should be and tell you what is right and what is wrong. Just like the spamming conversation. They don't understand what spamming really. If we're talking boxing, now I'm about to educate y'all. Not all of y'all, because a lot of y'all know or y'all understand boxing. But a lot of y'all keep saying spamming. He's spamming this, he's spamming that. If he's spamming that and you're not countering him or her or whatever they want to be called, if they're spamming certain things, you supposed to spam your jab. That's the craziest thing in the world when I hear people say, He's spamming his jab, man. They should nerf it. No, they shouldn't. Like people be saying, they should nerf movement. Say they should nerf movement because people are running. And then you look at what they call running is the person that's not standing in front of them, going back and forth, fighting, not banging. Boxing is not this. That's not boxing all the time. Some boxers are strategic because they're not strong. They don't have a pop to their punch, or they might have to set up their punches. But people don't know that. But they want to make boxing be what they want. Boxing is not rock'em sock'em robots. Boxing is not MMA. It's not the UFC. Let boxing be boxing. Let all these other things be what they are. Let me see what y'all saying. E-Boxing said, yeah, it's weird. People pretend to like boxing to validate their goofy opinions when a lot of the time they don't know a thing about the sport and don't want to know. Exactly. They don't want to know. They just like, hey, this is how it should be, and that's it. Predictable attacks should have predictable defense and count. Exactly. If a person throwing a jab back to back to back and you keep getting hit back to back to back and there's no mechanics, don't complain about you keep getting hit with the jab. You should be complaining about, hey, I can't move my head. Hey, I can't do this defensive movement or something. That's what y'all should be complaining about. Stop complaining about spam. Like when I was boxing, if I come back to the corner and say, hey, hit him to the body again. I hit the joker to the body like 3 or 4 times. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Keep on hitting them to the body. But y'all casual fans will say, you're spamming the body shots. You're spamming that punch. If he allowed me to do it, it's not spam. Stop using, and one thing is, stop using fighting game terminology in boxing. Stop using fighting games. Boxing is not a fighting game. Boxing is not Tekken. Boxing is not any of these sports. Any of these fighting games. I went blank for a minute. But y'all gotta stop, man. Y'all gotta stop. Someone called me a jab spammer. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Somebody saying somebody's a jab spammer. That's the first thing you learn in the gym before anything. I learned that before I even learned defense. Jab, 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 jab. More time. Get on the bag. Throw the jab for 3 minutes. Jab, jab, jab. Just jab. It becomes muscle memory. And me, I used to always say to myself, well, I'm going to be a short heavyweight, or I'm going to be short, because I start seeing athletes start getting, they were tall. And I was like, Dad. But I out-jab jabbers. You know who was a good boxer, but you never saw it. You know him for their power. Shannon Briggs. Shannon Briggs could box his tail off. Shannon Briggs is a nice boxer. Even Ali saw it. Shannon Briggs could box good. Not that boom and power shots and stuff like that. Yeah. He used to set it up. Boom, jab, jab, jab. Boom, knock somebody out. It's many a times I saw Shannon Briggs, I think in the Nationals, and then we had an event in Jersey City. Shannon Briggs came there. Was it the regionals? It was the PALs, the PALs. They're like, that's a big event, which they don't have in video games. Which I'm like, yo, y'all really not trying to give people the whole boxing experience. That's when guys like me, not saying me, because that's not how I do things. I don't be like, hey, I should be on the team. They should have picked me to be on the team. Hey, because if I was thinking that way, I wouldn't have never put Will and Ash, for them to mesh together. My thing is I try to help build teams. I'm more of a team builder than anything. So I'll be like, hey, you got this skill, you got that skill. When Ash was talking to me and he said, yeah, this and that, certain things that he was having problems with, I said, hey, I know somebody. He worked for Epic Games. He used to work for EA. Maybe he might. Every time somebody was making a boxing video game, I always went to Will saying, do you want to be a part of that team? I was looking out for him, but did Will ever look out for me? No. And that's why I feel like a fool, especially if you know my background, going to bat for somebody like him. Let me see. Laughing out loud. E-Boxing Champ said, laughing out loud, yeah, I'm okay with spamming jabs. If they land, I'm going to throw it until it stops landing. Exactly. That's how you're supposed to do. But if somebody hit you with a hook to the body, and he hit you with another hook to the body, and hit you with another hook to the body, something wrong there. Now, if I was training somebody, this is the thing that I be getting on people about. If I trained a boxer, if I trained somebody that never knew how to box, and they train somebody that never knew how to box, that's why I always be saying about the offline modes. If you give people a chance to experience what it is to be a boxer or a boxing trainer, you will help educate them on boxing in general. Like, hey, you be the coach, you be like, hey, you do this, do that. Now you seeing your fighter do everything you telling them to do, and it's not working. But you see, like, say you're playing head to head, or you're playing against your friend or whatever, or the computer. Now you're saying, hey, he keep catching me with a jab. He keep catching me with this combination. Now you being the trainer, or if you're playing, you notice what he's keep doing as a pattern. Some people don't notice that. Some boxers, that their thing is, hey, I'm gonna do this, do that. Eventually, I'm gonna get him. No, if you're a pattern watcher, or if your team a pattern watcher, say, hey, he keep doing this. He keep doing the right hand, but he bring his hand back down slow. So you throw a hard right hand to the body before he could bring his hand back down. That's a good coach. You stop all them that's so-called spamming. I had jokers, like, when I first started boxing, they would hit me with like 3 or 4 right hands. Like, daggone. And some of them, they carry power. They carry power for, I think, like 2 of them. Like, if they hit you with 2 straight right hands, they carry power behind it. But after when the 3rd and 4th, it'll tick down a little bit. Let me see. E-Boxing Champion said jab, double jab, triple jab, step jab to the body. If you can't stop it, why would I? Exactly. And that's what I be trying to tell people. And people be laughing like, Poe, you don't know what you're talking about. Did you ever box? You telling me I don't know what I'm talking about? Did you ever train anybody? That's the craziest thing to me. Their thing is they gotta be right. It's okay. My thing is, I listen to everybody. If I disagree with them or not, I'm listening to them to find out what are you trying to say. And I might say something I might not, because some people, no matter what, they want to be right. I don't want to be right. I'm okay with somebody correcting me. That's why if I can't remember something or don't know something, I'm all right. Hey, you get the information, all right. Just like when AJ Pack said about Sonny Liston. I didn't want to argue about that because I know how that turns into an argument. So I was like, hey, it could have been a phantom punch. I don't know. I just did not want to argue. Because them one of them things that yeah, I can educate him, but is he gonna be like, hey, yeah, man, that was a phantom punch. You just saying that, man, because you're being biased about certain things. He could have said that. But my thing is, I'm not trying to argue with with everybody. My thing is, I want all of us to come together, and I want to see how you thinking, and I want y'all to know how I think. I'm not always right because I'm always thinking about something, so I might forget certain things. I might come back later and be like, yeah, you're right. I wasn't really thinking about it from that perspective. My thing is, I'm about this community, getting their voices heard. Everybody being respected for their opinion and everything. That's how I am. That's why it kind of bothered me on the Discord when people attack me for stupid reasons because I give advice about certain things as a boxer. As a person that boxed or as a person that coached. And they always say, hey, no, that's not right. You don't know what you're talking about. Or they're quick to say, you don't have the game. Yeah, but I do have the game. I just don't play the game. I have it on Steam. I do have the game. But my thing is, I'm not going to play a game and pretend that is better than what it really is. I think I would be the worst person to play Undisputed right now in this current state. I would be the wrong person to be playing this game. And check this out. When Undisputed 2 finally comes out, you think they're going to ask Poe to play the game? Not at all. You think they're going to invite Poe to any events? Not at all. From now to when Undisputed actually released, like just say for some strange miracle or some strange thing that I have 10,000 followers or 1,000 followers and it's constantly increasing and stuff like that, or I get a lot of views or something, they're not going to still put me into the studio because to me, my opinions are dangerous. To them, my opinions are dangerous. They saying Poe can never be satisfied, and that's not true. I literally, when ESBC version of the game, I talk highly of the game. I said, this is what boxing feels like. This feels good. Now, if they would have brought that model to these events with boxers at, boxers would have endorsed the game they would endorse the game themselves. They would endorse the game. But now you can see that a lot of the feedback that they're getting from certain boxers and stuff, it's not organic. Even what's his name? Jamie Mugia, whatever his name, because I always mess up, I always chop his name up. But when he was playing the game, I was watching my things. Everybody don't watch for the exact same things that I watch for. I watch for patterns and behaviors. Patterns and behaviors. Now, I was looking at, his expressions and stuff when he's playing the game. It's like he didn't get no joy out of it. He didn't see anything in it that represented boxing. He was just pushing buttons and just doing this and stuff. But if the game was the version that I played, he wouldn't have did that. He would have felt more like, yeah, we've been represented. Because if something is represented accurately, boxers would be excited about it. Athletes would be excited about it. But this game is not being represented authentically. Yeah, it's like It's like Still City like wasted our time, and they're still wasting our time. We don't even know if there's going to be the game that everybody wants, or is they gonna say, "Hey, we're making part 2." Now we really could say it really is a hybrid, or it's just an authentic game. That's what they're gonna do. This is an authentic game. But you know what we can do? And they think they're slick. We can sue them if we want to, because when they make, because I shouldn't have never said that out loud, but when they make when they make Undisputed 2 and they say something alluding to that, then you say, hey, you take it to court and be like, look what they saying that game is, and look what this game started out to be. Yeah, it is. I think it is. I don't think it's going to sell that well at all. I think it's going to take at least 2 to 3 weeks to a month for fans to say, "Hey, all right, we're about a game." If it's good, because they're not going to. The game might be good, but fans not going to trust them. So it's going to take them time to get that confidence back, to make fans be confident about the company. Yeah, it's really going to make it's going to be hard for them to sell Undisputed 2. They're going to literally do them like they did Fight Night Champion. They're going to wait and see. That's what they did with Fight Night Champion. People waited to see. Their thing was, if we could put pressure on EA, they will make the game that we want. And it backfired. With Steel City, they literally cannot afford to have any mistakes, because this their only game. And that's what I always say. You got, I think, 3 to 4 community managers for one game. They got 3 to 4 community managers for one game. That doesn't make sense at all. EA had about 10 or 20 community managers that floated for all their, they did all their games. Shout out to Shaolin Phrase 187. Appreciate you. That's his name on Twitch. Shaolin Phrase 187. Please support him. Happy you popped in, Shaolin Phrase. Y'all did a late show. Then my computer wanted to act up. It wanted to reboot. So I'm like, that. And my thing is, I start getting lazy with the edit, and I say, man, I'm going to just let the video play the way it is, you know. But at some point, I might have to hire an editor. Let me see. Oh, yeah, this is what I wanted to talk about. No, we actually talked about that, about stopping runners. I'm going to read it, but we already talked about stopping runners. People love saying, he's running. All right, we go to freezing. All right. Yeah, they say he's running. This is what I posted in the Discord. This is not the whole post. This is just a summary. Running isn't an exploit, because people say running is, they treat it like it's an exploit. Running isn't an exploit. Nerfing it is. A lot of people want them to nerf movement and stuff like that. That's crazy. You're nerfing movement. Now, if it's like extremely over the top and not realistic, okay. But you want them to nerf somebody because they're running. Why are you not asking them to give you skills to negate people doing the running? All right. In a realistic boxing game, runners shouldn't be stopped with stamina taxes, speed nerfs, and dumbed down movement. That's artificial and lazy design. Now I'm gonna explain it to you. When y'all say the stamina taxes, that is because somebody is moving. That don't mean they're running. Movement, their thing is movement in general. It should be energy tax. If I'm walking around the ring, you can walk for a whole hour. Let's say you're fighting 12 or 15 rounds. You can walk for an hour or more. No, you can walk. People don't, I don't walk like 2 or 3 hours. Walking to places. So you can walk. Now the things when you're doing extra stuff, that's when the stamina tax. That because somebody is moving around the ring, it shouldn't be taxing. It should start showing a little bit in like the third or fourth round, depending on how much movement they're doing. Then that's the speed nerve. If it's realistic, why are you nerfing the speed? You want people to turn into a zombie when they're trying to start running? The old school zombies, not the new school zombies that move super fast. But you want everybody to be like a mummy. Or they want, or the dumbed down movement. Movement should not be dumbed down. If it's realistic, if it's implemented realistic in the game, stop asking for it to be dumbed down. You giving developers a pass. Runners are stopped. This is how you stop a runner. Runners are stopped by Raincraft, cutting angles. You making angles to cut them off. Controlling space control. Nobody wants to move. Nobody wants to move. They want you to stand in front of them at all times, and they don't want to engage. They saying you don't want to engage. They don't want to engage. They don't want to engage. Oh, he's running. He don't want to engage. Stop. All right. Force predictable exits. Let me read that again. Runners are stopped by Raincraft. Cutting angles, control space, forcing predictable exit, and smart body work that changes decisions. That's what I was saying. And y'all said, Poe, you got to see it. No. Body work, cutting off the ring, making the space smaller. No attributes, no slowdown, no fake fatigue. Movement should have natural trade-off. Less offense, more predictability, not punishment. Elite runners should be hard to catch and require patience and IQ to solve. And I know when y'all hear elite runners, what you talking about? Elite runners? No. Like people like Loma Chico, he's a mover. He can move. Yeah, he will throw a lot of punches, but his movement. Floyd Mayweather, movement. It's a lot of boxers that have movement. Sugar Ray Leonard at some points, they was calling him a runner. Movement. He's not standing in front of you. A great boxer, a great trainer would tell you, throw your punches and move to the side. Throw your punches and keep moving. Keep spinning your opponent. Keep making him turn. Because when you start turning, you set yourself up for a counter punch. Let's say I throw a jab and I step to the right. And you try to step with me. Boom, caught you with a right hand. If done right, runners aren't cheap. They're a puzzle. You just like real boxing. That's it. When it comes to boxing, people don't want to solve solve. They don't want to think. They want everything to be rock'em, sock'em, robots. They don't want to be able to figure out a way to stop a person from doing what they're doing. There's a lot of things in a boxing game. People just don't want to think. They don't want to think. Let me see. Um, hey, if you need an editor, keep me in mind. I love to contribute. All right, definitely. Definitely. I'll keep you in mind. E-Boxing Champion said that. Salute to you, man. Um, Boxing Lounge said clinching works at stop and running. It does. It really does. Because when you clinch somebody, like you throw punch, you know the person is a clincher, and you're close enough to him, and you hit him with shots, and you clinch him. Then you hit him with more shots. Then you clinch him, or you hit him in the inside. You roughing them up. That's what clinching is for. You rough the person up. You clinch them. It's so many things about clinching that people don't know. A lot of things people see on the surface. Clinching has things that is great for. A lot of people say, hey, why is he clinching? Because you just hurt me and I'm trying to get my faculties back together. A lot of people don't see it because they're on the outside. Hey, he clinching. Maybe them punches are hurting that guy. Maybe he trying to get some of his stamina back. People don't realize certain things. They just thinking because you know what they do? They take boxing like the streets. Like somebody grabbing you in the streets. It's two different things. Why are you grabbing me? He's not going to grab you and pick you up and slam you like what happened in the street. Let me see. Shalom Frey said, I appreciate the shout out, Poe. Yes, you guys, I played Undisputed, Tekken, and Street Fighter 6. Stop into the fight circle. Stop into the fight circle. Not the best player, but love fighting game. Yeah, check him out. He plays Tekken, Street Fighter 6. He plays Undisputed. You know, support him on Twitch. Shaolin Phrase 187. Boxing Lounge said change direction rapidly should have a stamina tax, in my opinion. See, listen to what you just said. Listen to what you just said, Boxing Lounge. Be honest with yourself. You said in your opinion. And we all got opinions. Changing direction rapidly. So I don't want to get up and do like how Beast be doing. But if I'm moving, stop, move here, then move here, then move here. I'm not tired. If I move here and move here and move here, I'm not tired. So where's the tax? Move here, move here, move here. I'm not tired. Do you see the way I'm talking? I'm not tired. So we want stamina tax for stuff maybe in the later rounds, round 5 or 6, depending on how the fight was going. There should be a stamina tax. But that shouldn't be like out the box. It's not the moving around. It's the fact that they don't engage in the fight. But you can't force nobody to engage. You can't force nobody to engage. My thing is, why aren't you engaging? It's not like they're holding their hand out stopping you. It's not like they're holding their hand out stopping you from engaging. It's not like they're doing something to stop you. Everybody don't want to box. Boxing is people going to move. Imagine if Muhammad Ali fought the way Joe Frazier wanted him to fight. Ali knew he had to get on his toes. He had to move around. But people say, they were saying back in the days, Ali was running. No, Ali was boxing. Boxing has many styles. When you ask a person what is boxing, they start saying all these things. That's not boxing. Boxing has a lot of styles, a lot of ways to win. without kicking somebody. Also, it's hard to cut the ring off and see. That's the thing. See, that's the things we need to be talking about. It's hard to cut off the ring in Undisputed. That's the point that I'm trying to make. We don't have different tactics, but some people, if we could cut off the ring, they still don't care. They want the game to be rock'em, sock'em, robots. And that's, to me, a fun fight to me is like, I want a boxer to fight a slugger. And I want to see how that slugger gonna handle that boxer. And a lot of y'all would be saying, well, technically, that's your opinion. That's what they're going. Well, technically, once you say it's technically, no. It could be a lot of variables of what can happen. In your brain, you would say, technically, a boxer should beat a slugger or a brawler. Do you know? I don't know. A lot of y'all don't really know or really do. I'm not talking about you. I'm just saying in general. I'm talking to the audience that might listen to this after the fact. Do y'all realize that Terrell Biggs was that Tyson fought? He was a medalist. I think he was a gold medalist. He knew how to box. He knew how to. Well, he tried to emulate Muhammad Ali. He was a boxer. He was winning. He was doing great. He fought Mike Tyson. That didn't work on Mike Tyson. So when y'all start making up all y'all different scenarios, y'all gotta do research on what's going on. Imagine if Terrell Biggs stayed in the pocket with Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson went to Terrell Biggs. Terrell Biggs would have beat the brakes off of Tyson if Tyson didn't move. Everybody don't want to move. They don't want to do movement. They want rock'em, sock'em, robots. I've been saying that for decades. Even when EA was making, I think since the Knockout King days, everybody want rock'em, sock'em, robots. I should have patented that. Let me see. They champions say the same thing about Shakur. Oh, Shakur better stand in front of Teal instead of Teal shouldn't learn how to cut the ring off. Exactly. And Teal, he moves a lot too. Certain fighters he move. But Shakur would be an idiot to fight how fans. If a lot of these fans knew so much about boxing, why aren't you training anybody? Why when I hear y'all talk about boxing, there's a lot of inconsistencies in the conversation. Not downplaying y'all. Not like I know y'all like to say, Poe, you're gatekeeping. I'm not, and I am. Certain things I'm not going to accept. Why should I accept anything? It's like you walking in somebody's house trying to dictate the rules of what that house should be when you don't live there. I experienced boxing. Not meaning that a lot of y'all, what y'all say don't mean anything. Never say that. That's not me. That's not the type of person I am. Because there's a lot of people that was not successful at boxing or they never boxed, but they made great trainers because that's all they learned. They were in the gym. That's all they know. They train like Sugar, what is his name? Emmanuel Stewart, what is it, his nephew or something like that? Sugar, I forget. But he never boxed that I remember, but he never boxed. But he was there with his uncle learning. the craft. He was literally there. Let me see. Boxing Lounge said, if you sidestep, backstep, your stamina recovery pauses during that period. Sidestep, sidestep. It shouldn't be. It depends on how aggressive. See, now I'm being technical, but it depends on how aggressive your movement is. Because I know it was fights. You know, I'm making examples using me as an example. I know there were fights that I were in. I was doing too much movement. I was doing too like over the top movement. I went in there like a buzzsaw, like literally just throwing punches, punches and bunches, punches and bunches. And that's what one thing I forgot who told me that. They said once you get a knockout, you're always going to search for that knockout. Said don't let that be what you're identified as, because you can get a knockout anytime, but don't search for it. Hey, I'm gonna get that knockout the first round, second round, third round. No, it's okay for your knockouts to come in the later rounds because you don't set up on it. You banked on it. You did what it took to knock that person out. And this is another thing that I noticed in the community. When people complain about knockouts and stuff like that, they want head knockouts. They don't want body shot knockouts. They want head knockouts. So they want the head defense to be lowered. They want the what they call it, block break. Now online, okay, I can see that for competitive reasons. But let the offline people have what is realistic. Let us be able to adjust and make things according to what is realistic. Because there are people that they can keep their hands up like this all 12 rounds, all 15 rounds. But look, you know what you see right here? You still could see something. You could go through there or you could go around there. But that's not how people think when they play the game. They don't think like that. And my thing is, y'all horrible. I don't play chess, but I know y'all would be horrible chess players. I only think y'all would be good checker players. Because I'm like, yo, y'all literally, that's all y'all doing is just wanting to get that knockout. They don't want the point knockout. They don't want the body knockout. They want the head knockout. That's why they complain about the guard so much. That's why they play about. I mean, that's why they complain about it. They don't complain about counters, certain counters and stuff. I be listening to this. So you could literally say what is wrong. Yeah, Winky right. That's what they call his defense impenetrable. But guess what? Winky Wright has, I think, 6 losses. Someone can correct me. I think he has 6 losses. So that means that defense did not hold up because somebody was smart enough. Me, the way I think now, I would have been smart enough if I had an opponent fighting Winky Wright. Hit that joker to the body. You know what hitting a person to the body going to eventually do? Bring them hands down. Hitting to the body going to bring your hands down. Do they have that implemented in the game? I don't remember. I think in an earlier game they had it, but I don't know now. Can somebody confirm that they have that? If you hit somebody to the body in the game, that eventually your hand's gonna start dropping. You know, your body should, being punched to the body should matter a lot. beating somebody to the body could set up a lot of things. You could be banking for later rounds. Say you beating a guy to the body real bad in the first round, second round. Third round, he's gonna start wearing down. Third round, might barely make it in the third round. Fourth round, he might be clinching a lot. And this is the thing that's gonna it's gonna trigger people, because clinching itself, it triggers a lot of people because they're not smart enough to know that there are many ways you could beat somebody that clinches a lot. But the thing is that y'all so focused on slugfesting or fighting, up close, that y'all don't realize that clinching serves a purpose if you use it correctly. Hit the joker to the body, you hit him with a strong punch on the inside when he clinch. You're banking when a person clinch. People don't realize certain things because they're not educated. And a lot of people, no matter how much you educate them, they still want everything to be dumbed down. I don't want to think that much. Thinking is not fun. When I hear people say that, they said realism is not fun. That doesn't make any sense. Because when you watch a boxing match and you're excited about it, that's realism. Then here they go. No, I'm talking about the running part. Oh, listen, check this out. You said the running part. You wouldn't have never let them do that running like that on you. Then you get it as a game and the person is running. You're doing the same thing you're complaining about. You have no control. You feel like you don't have no control over it. You're not trying to cut the ring off. You're not pursuing them. I don't think the reaction. I haven't played the game. I mean, I haven't played the game, in a long time. But is the reaction time like you could run into an actual shot? I'm pretty sure the game is not made like that. That the person could run and then catch you while you chasing them. That's another tactic, a boxer layer tactic. You run a lot because eventually the person is going to follow you. And if they follow you, you put everything you got behind that punch and boom, knockout. Boom, he's hurt. Boom, he's dazed. See, people don't ask for the right things, but they get mad at people that do. Then they say, they can't add that. You sure? Who told you that? Who told you they can't add that? Who told you they can't add these things that you're saying they can't add? Oh, the developers. The developers. In this era of technology, the developers. Like I said, y'all can hit me in, because I got, if y'all see my email or whatever or anything, hit me with questions that y'all think can't be added in the game. Even the developers that's watching this show, write down what you think can't be added in the game. And 100%, I will show you what can be added in the game. Like people be saying, there's not enough buttons for everything that you want to do. Yes, it is. 100%. Because you could do combination with the buttons. You could do certain buttons things. That gives you extra stuff to do. So I'm gonna kind of end off there, because for one, the chat is going slow. And, salute to everybody that came through. I'm gonna shout out Don D 205. He's on Twitch. He's on X. He's on Instagram. Salute. Give him a salute. And pop in and pop out. You ain't gotta, everybody, that's what I try to do. I pop in, stay for a few minutes or seconds, then I pop back out. I helped them out. If y'all don't want to be, if y'all feel like, nah, Pogo, he gonna probably be saying the same thing over and over again. I'm kind of tired. Pop in and pop out. I respect that. I respect everybody that showed up tonight, especially you, boxing champions. Shout out to Norton Block. Yeah, we got to do another show together. Shout out to Beast. Shout out to Leafy. Shout out to AJ Pax. Shout out to Boxing Lounge. Let me see who popped up in. Yeah. Lamont Davis came through and he just showed his face, and I'm good with that. Shout out to Dominique. Shout out to Plo 617. Shout out to everybody that popped there, even the people. Oh, Random Thoughts. Shout out to Random Thought. Thoughts 4569. Shout out to y'all. I'm glad we added some boxing talk to the show today, like literally world boxing talk, and that was good. A lot of y'all want me to do film breakdowns, but I don't know. Yeah, so salute to everybody that showed up. Appreciate y'all. Y'all came through, y'all showed up, because I did the show late, and y'all still showed up. Salute to y'all. And salute to everybody out there. And I hope y'all have a great night, great day. Just enjoy your time on this earth. All right. Peace.